What's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on, good people, man? We got a few things to get into today, man. We're gonna be talking about a little AJ Brown, talking about the coaching staff, and me being back, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back into these videos so I can bring y'all the best content available, man. So we got some things to get into today. Um, so we all kind of heard about what AJ Brown did, with WIP. So we kind of know what's going on a little bit. And if you don't know, AJ Brown did call into the station today. Before we get into that,
listen to me. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever.
Johnson pressure.
James Bradbury, they're going to say he grabs him. He's got his left.
so it's been a minute. It's been a minute, man. How y'all doing, man? Yo, Philly fam, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Just a little reminder, man. This is 4133 the podcast, and I am your host, Smitty Eagle. I ain't been here in a minute, man. I ain't talked to y'all in a minute on these videos. So today I just wanted to touch base because a few things have transpired with this team. There's been a few changes in the coaching staff, which we all have kind of acknowledged. But AJ Brown made some comments today. He was asked if he wanted to be in Philadelphia Eagles today on the Philadelphia radio station WIP. And he said he wants to be here. And as simple as that, he wants to be a Philadelphia Eagle. And I kind of want to get into the comments because that's kind of what I asked for in the first half of his comments, the first time he made comments. I just kind of wanted that same kind of gesture. I just wanted him to kind of solidify that he was a Philadelphia Eagle and that this was a long-term endeavor and that he was committed to the team and he wanted to be here no matter what anybody else wanted to do or wanted to happen. He wanted to be a Philadelphia Eagle. And I'm gonna say this today. His comments kind of relieve the pressure inside of the organization, the fan base. It makes you feel a little bit better when you're listening to what he had to say today because at the same time, listening to him, he had some things to say, and I was excited to listen because you know I've been waiting for this moment for a while. Been waiting for him to kind of solidify being a Philadelphia Eagle and solidify being a part of his organization and wanting to be here. And no matter what the front office or management or the coaching staff or teammates might think about transferring you in or out of this organization. I want you to be here. I want you to want to be here. And that's the end result of everything. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter um what anybody else thinks, the outsiders, the media, no matter what anybody else puts on you, no matter what may transpire. This is where you want to be and this is how you feel about it. So at that point, I'm happy about those comments. I'm pretty sure, those guys are working to get back to it. And I'm just looking at my coaching staff at this moment, and we know the changes in the coaching staff, new D line coach, new quarterback coach, new OC, new DC, new inside linebacker coach. Y'all know how I feel about Jeremiah. I thought he should have lost his job, but he's still here in the building. He's gonna be our DN slash outside linebacker coach. I just want to see what they orchestrated in this free agency coming in here soon. I want to see what players they bring in to kind of solidify what we got going on. And I kind of want to see where this offense elevates once we kind of solidify a few more pieces. I know we don't know, what's going on with Jason Kelsey right now. Send out the blessings to his family, man. And whatever decision he makes, the Philadelphia Eagles are on board. We're gonna ride with you no matter what. And kind of we want to fill that out. Whether it's a year or 2 years or whatever he wants to come back and play, we cool with that. We understand that it's a hard time in your life now in your career where you get into an age where you want to let it go, you want to hang it up. But right now, it's time to start preparing for the future. No matter what decision Jason Kelsey makes, We don't need to be in this position every season where we possibly have to fill a role because we're going to lose a significant piece. Um, I'm ready to just go ahead and if he stays, that's fine. Like I said, we're going to accept it no matter what. But I'm at the point where I just want to be able to um solidify the position, have the backup ready. If it's Cam Jerkins, cool. If Tyler Steen is the right guard, then I understand why the moves won't be made this season. But I just want to make sure that we're in a comfortable position moving forward as Philadelphia Eagles, man, because we pride ourselves on the trenches, offensively and defensively. So I want to make sure that spot is solidified. And we already know what Jeff Stoutland gonna do. And I'm hoping that the D line coach that we got from Seattle, he comes in and he's able to solidify himself as a top D line coach and get these guys back to performing like they was in 2022. When it was high demand, man, when it was going good, when everything was looking great. Even when we was 10-1, things was looking great. Right now, the problem was it was no to me, it felt like no unity or camaraderie amongst the brothers. And you have to have that to succeed in the NFL. You have to be on one accord. You have to play together. You have to solidify yourself. And we wasn't doing that. We were kind of out there for to be singulars, and it's a team sport. Nobody succeeds if the team don't succeed. So, uh, and right now we kind of in a situation with Hassan Reddick where you know he wants a little bit more money than we willing to pay at this moment. And I think him and Howie Roseman at some point here in the next few weeks will come to a meeting ground of where their numbers can kind of meet up and we can come to an agreement on keeping Hassan Reddick a Philadelphia Eagle. I know Howie Roseman's game. He's not really into the turnover of players year in and year out. He likes to keep guys, he likes to pay guys, but he likes to be reasonable in his mind and his pocket of the value of the player. And I understand that because it's a business. Going out and paying everybody millions of dollars doesn't always coincide with what you want to do. So with that being said, man, I'm ready for the season. Well, not really the season, the off season to commence, where Howie Roseman can move freely. He can contact players. He can get in contact with other players, and he can start making moves. I know right now you can make semi moves and sign free agents and things of that nature, but there's players that are still kind of locked in with their teams at this moment that have time to negotiate and things of that nature before they hit the free agency market and you get the opportunity to sign them. And that's coming quick. That's coming quick. And I know Howie Roseman, when he is aggressive as a GM, he makes a lot of the best moves in the NFL. He's able to build a team and get us back to where we need to be. Um, 2024-2025 season, I'm looking to be more competitive than I was in the 2022 season. 2023 2022, 2023, 2023, 2024 season. Um, I'm looking to be more competitive than I was in the 2023, 2024 season. Uh, because we came from a long way. We came from a long stretch. And I think right now what we have to do is we have to stand up and we have to take the embarrassment of what happened at the end of that season and kind of be conscious of what can happen, man, when you just take things um and you don't really cherish the moment. You know what I mean? We kind of see what the Super Bowl hangover did for the Eagles. Most of the Super Bowl hangovers start at the beginning. In this instance, they started at the end for us. It came late. It came after everybody was exhausted. Of you know, Week in and week out, we were learning how to win. We were barely winning. We were putting together winning succession, but we weren't playing Philadelphia Eagle football. We weren't playing to the standard. And Jalen Hurts did ask a few significant questions this season about what is the standard? Is it winning, or is it statistically sufficient? And that's not what he said exactly, but that's basically what he was saying. And to an extent, it's a little bit of both. Um, you want to win, but you also want the teams that you should win to be easy wins. You don't want to struggle with every team or figure out how to win down the stretch with every team. Yes, we did have a few complete games, but most of our games were struggles, man, and we were figuring out to win because we were the better team and um we had the better talent on the field. This year, I'm hoping that it's more of a structure, scheme, and things of that nature that compels us to the wins, and they look a little better, they look a little cleaner. We able to get out there and play. But all in all, man, I ain't really come to talk about the whole team, but when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles, man, I love every nature of it, and I'm glad that AJ Brown came out and made these comments, and kind of put ease to the fan base, man. It's understandable. He's upset. He's frustrated. The media has not been kind to him. The media has displayed disdain for AJ Brown. And they try to take everything and turn it, twist it, and move it in a manner to make him look bad. But he's a great player, man. I think he's a great locker room presence. I think he brings a significant amount of leadership to this offense, to this team. He has the fire. He's one of those guys who isn't going to stray away when he has something to say. He's going to speak his mind, and I appreciate that from AJ Brown. And I'm glad he called WIP today because it kind of to me gave us a little insight of what AJ Brown is feeling and how he's feeling about how things are going. Um, does it kill everything you think about? No, no, it doesn't. It doesn't end all your worries, but it does bring a small amount of relief. And he had another comment. I'm gonna read it right now off of Twitter. It says the stigma between what T.O. did here, they always want to pinpoint that. They always want to put me in a bubble and compare me to what he did. That's the reason I'm on the show today. I'm the person who stands up to the bully. Um, it's not cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool. It's not ever necessary to compare two great receivers, man. We got two great receivers that have done things for this organization that other organizations haven't gotten the opportunity to witness, and it's like one of those things where you just got to take the good with the bad. I'm trying to look for this other. So AJ Brown had some comments on Twitter previously today, and he kind of said, he said whatever weekend it was, somebody hacked my Twitter account. I got my Twitter account back. Last night was totally me. And he said some things, and I'm gonna speak on it. He said Philadelphia media is so lame. It's literally something every day. Then the fans be believing the BS. They really should start raising the prices of microphones and cameras because you people will say anything for views. I see why nobody likes us because we don't even like us. Reality TV. Um, it's kind of true, man. And you know what? I have to apologize as a content creator myself. I started to kind of feed into some of the craziness, man. Some of the wild things that have been reported about my team. I have become a victim of circumstance. I have done that, and sometimes it just seems to be a little bit hard because there's so many reports coming out about the same thing. It's kind of hard to say if it's true. You know what I'm saying? But it happens to the best of us. Sometimes you know what I'm saying, you listening to things, you have your own thoughts. So you resonate with something that comes out that's close to what you're thinking. Um, which you shouldn't do. You should wait for the whole story to transpire before making any comments, and I've been a victim to that. But at the same, um, if there's a report out and it's not true, as player or as suspected person of this situation, you should also be willing to dead that situation, even though you're not necessarily mandated to dead it. But if you don't want other people to feed into it, you not saying nothing isn't really driving home that it's not true. But the fan base, we got to calm down, we got to chill, we got to relax, we got to let things play out just a little bit better. We got to do a little better too. So with that being said, man, I appreciate all y'all for coming out, listening to me, man. The 2024-2025 season is about to undertake. We are in the off season of 2024. and we're gonna watch Howie Roseman make a masterpiece, man. It's love, peace, and hair grease from Schmitty to the 4133 The Pod family. Until next time, man. Peace.
Listen to me. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last.
PSA, man. My computer just kicked me back in. We out, man. I ain't gonna play the exit again.